Hi, and welcome to another immersive photography session in the streets of Hiroshima, Japan. Recently, a little unfortunate event happened. I broke my standard zoom lens. The one I use is the Tamron Sony A7IV, the version 1. I still don't know whether it can be fixed or if I will have to replace it. Luckily, it seems that my property insurance will cover a part of it. That said, I still wanted to shoot with some flexibility without having to switch lenses. Therefore, I came up with this idea to bring my main camera, the Sony A7IV, with my favorite lens, the 85mm, and my Ricoh GRIII, the original 28mm. I missed an in-between focal length, like 50mm, but still, it gave me a lot of possibilities and it was really fun to shoot with this setup. Yes, I had two cameras, but both being with fixed lens, I think I still benefit from the extra creativity you can experience when shooting with only one prime lens. When shooting streets, I sometimes make it quite obvious that I'm shooting a person or a group of people, but sometimes, depending on the context and how I feel the scene, I try to shoot from the hip. The 85mm is not a really easy focal length to nail your shots though. Being quite zoomed in, it is really easy to be completely off, which happened to me most of the time on my first tries. But like anything, repetition and practice made me less sucking at it, and my hit rate now is way better than a couple months ago. So if you try it, it is normal to fail a lot in the beginning, but keep going and practicing to have better hit rate and end up with some unique photos. In terms of settings, if you haven't seen my video about my street photography settings, I recommend you to watch it, link will be listed down below. But basically, I'm shooting in aperture priority mode, going from f1.8 to f5, even one shot at f14 actually. On the Ricoh though, being an APS-C and having a quite wide lens, I did not try to get any depth of field. My intention was more to shoot one dimension shot, which I also really do like. And to make it super simple, I shot aperture priority all the time at f5. As we progress through this photo session, you will probably notice that there is almost like a common thread, and it is one color in particular. Do you have it? Yes, it's the red. So much red on the storefronts, bus, people clothes. It was quite interesting to realize that when I was editing the pictures. Unfortunately, I cannot brag and say that it was all intended and I made it a goal of mine for that particular session. But as a result, there is a good consistency throughout all the photos I took that day, and it made me aware that it could be interesting to challenge ourselves with one common theme for a whole photo session. Could be trying to have one particular color in all the frames, or following one specific composition pattern, for example. With the 85mm, I really like to isolate some details I can see on the streets, particularly details you can see in someone's outfit or someone's physical characteristics. You see me taking a few pictures of people's hands in this session. This is probably an inspiration I got from Mona Lisa, a very inspiring and talented photographer active mostly around New York. I highly recommend you to have a look at her work. I think that's it for today. It was quite simple and straight to the point, only with some voiceover comments here and there. I hope you liked the video, and I look forward to read you in the comment section. See you in the next time. Matane.